out is brought to you by Quencher, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Epinata. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, Germania, our league official partner. This time out is brought to you by Quencher, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Epinata. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, Germania, our league official partner. This time out is brought to you by Quencher, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel.
Final game of today here in a Quality Games Basketball Liga La Germania Cup, the 5th conference, as the action still happens here inside CSA Gym for the final time today. Baron Mercado covering the action. And we will have an amazing contest here today, a battle of two teams tied in the in these team standings. Both teams sporting 2 wins and 2 losses each. It will be a good contest as Martin Reyes and Bridgestone takes on Sunette Towers. Sunette Towers wearing white, Bridgestone wearing their dark jerseys. Ethan Casares, the player of the week, finishing with an amazing double-double. Speaking of Martin Reyes and Ethan Casares, there you go. First 2 points for the player of the week, Ethan Casares. He gets things to go. Tash Meyerhofer and company and Bridgestone, both teams looking for consistency. Let's talk about their journeys up to this point. For Bridgestone, because they have the possession right now, they won their initial game, lost their 2 straight, then won their previous game. Ethan Casares makes yet another basket for them. 6-0 start for Bridgestone. Meanwhile, for Tash Meyerhofer and Sunette Tower, they lost their first game, they won their second, they lost their third, and they won their their fourth, I should say. Both squads winning their last game, and winning this game will finally bring them to a winning streak. So that's what we will be watching on, as Tash Meyerhofer with back-to-back 3-pointers on his name. Both squads looking to enter a winning streak and break a tie between them. 2-2 is their standings. Martin Reyes versus Tash Meyerhofer is good as advertised. Ethan gets that rebound. Nice swipe. Raj Tonko, one of the players that can really hoop here, he draws the foul. Former San Beda Red Lion taking on a former UP Fighting Maroon in Martin Reyes. Raj Tonko had a near triple-double performance. 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists in that big win against Flashbacks Racing. Francis Arenas had a solid start. Borgi Torre as well. For me, he's the one who led them to victory. What a pass, what a basket to go with it. Getting it done. When you see Ethan bring the ball down or making the play, your big man making some smart plays. Kobe De Los Santos scores on that possession. Mark Tagle is also in. Tash Meyerhofer with 8 points in this contest. (11-8) is the score. Kobe almost losing that ball. He will not rescue it. Technical foul will be called on Ethan. purposely hit a player from Sunette with that possession. Tashmire Hoffer with 8 points. All of the points for Sunette coming from Tashmire Hoffer. Meanwhile, Ethan Casares with 4 points. Martin Reyes with 3. Borgi Torres scoring 2 points, as well as Kopi de los Santos. Raj Tonko knocks down the technical free throw. And the first point outside Tashmire Hoffer here for Sunette Tower. Again, Borgi Torre only had 2 points but at least 13 assists on that last game. Really dictating the tempo for the guys wearing black, as Kobe de los Santos, I believe, draws that foul, or Miki Tagle goes baseline and he draws the foul. A good matchup here for the guards of a Sunette Tower. Kobe de los Santos and Mark Tagle will be taking on Lawrence Calibho, and this guy right here, former San Beda Red Cub, Raj Tonko. Calibho with a pass, basket is good. What a look, what a find, and a tough basket. Andrew Amrito scores his first 2 points of the contest. Reyes sends it in the corner. Borgi gives it here once again. Torre receives the ball back. A 3 by Tagle. It's good. Mark Tagle finished with 18 points in that previous game against Sancho Babies, and he looks to continue his wonderful performance here. 16-10 though. Tonko for 3. Off to the right. Rebound secured by Torre. Gives it to Reyes. Martin, stop and pop for 3. That is off the mark. Reminds me a lot of Michael Red in the way he plays. But Calibho using his speed. Amrito butterfingers that ball. Casares grabs that rebound. Or that steal, I should say. Almost a steal. Torre, nowhere to go. Gives it to Tagle. Mark beats that defense. Can he shoot and score? Yes, he can! 5 points for Mark Tagle as he pushes the lead here to 8 points. Sunette Towers down here. 11-10, I believe, is the score. Amrito and Tonko scoring for them, as well as, again, Tashmire Hoffer went off in that one. Meanwhile, for Bridgestone, Mark Tagle with 7 points. Leading the way, Ethan Casares with 4 points. Again, the player of the week. Amazing double-double performance for Ethan Casares. Final 5 here in the opening quarter. Calibho and company looking to add more points on the board here. Sekitin enters the ball game. Was absent on that last one. Creating some space. Couldn't get it done. Had some room to operate that time. Ball goes back to Bridgestone. Again, the winner will have their first win streak of the season and breaks the tie. Look at that crafty move by Torre. Just couldn't make it. Gets the ball back. Torre finds a friend. Shoots it for 3 and he drills it. Gets that 3-point to drop. Vlad Singh, I believe, enters the scoring column for the first time. 3 by Denden and he answers back. Denden Sekitin enters the ball game with a 3-point bomb. One more time for Vlad. Sing with a miss. They get that big rebound. Kalibu on the push. 7-point deficit. Look at the quickness of Lawrence. Just couldn't make it on the run. Tagle with 7 points sandwiched by the defense. 3 minutes 10 remaining. Tenden Sekitin finds a gap. Better defense played here by Vlad Singh and company. Approaching the final 3 minutes. Intensity, action is picking up. Mark Tagle with 7 points. And they turn the ball away a bit too strong of that pass. 2 minutes 45 remaining. Karamchandani gives it to Denden Sekitin. Couldn't make it. 2 3-pointers for him in this quarter. 7-point lead. Bridgestone winning the shootout so far with a 7-point lead. Tagle, the X factor for this game, couldn't make that 3 and push him to 10 points. Can he played well, had 18 points in that previous game against Sancho Babies, but just couldn't make that 3. Passes it on the baseline. Basket finally falling down. Gets his first 2 points of the contest. Nice pocket pass by Torre. Just couldn't make it. It was Kobe. Off the spin. Sekitin attacks with his own spin move. Kalibu sends it out. Denden swings the ball. Karamchandani. 3 is in. Tarun Karamchandani knocks down that 3-pointer. Cuts the lead to only 2 points. Torre brings the ball down. Needs to facilitate. Vlad Singh open on the left wing. And it's good. Karamchandani and Vlad Singh exchanging 3-point bombs here in the first quarter. Referees will call a blocking foul on the other side. Six, 7 seconds remaining. Kalibo with that step through. Torre with a rebound. Now pushing the pace. Kobe bounce it off. Tagle couldn't finish. Torre with a putback. The guards here of Bridgestone carrying a lot of the offensive load as Karamchandani steps in. Gets the friendly roll for 3. Second 3-pointer for Tarun Karamchandani. 26-22 with 30 seconds to go. Borgi to Vlad with 2 3-pointers in his name. Torre with 4 points gives it to Singh. 1 dribble. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Kobe needs to go. Shoots. Better defense by the guys wearing white. Referees will finally blow their whistle with 17.4 seconds remaining. What I love about that play was the honest defense made by the guys wearing white. Sunette Tower really standing their ground for defense. Not giving much momentum, much side on that last play. I believe they will review and check who will have the possession on that last play. But what an amazing shooting display by Tarun Karamchandani, who has 6 points. Vlad Singh also with 6 points. Again, Borgi Torre, Ethan Casares with 4 points each. Martin Reyes only having 3 points here. A shot clock violation is the final call. As they bring the ball down, Karamchandani has hit 2 3-pointers in his name. They swing it to Kalibo with 6 seconds to go. Lawrence will be called for steps. 5 seconds exactly. A chance to increase the lead. Borgi Torre Shoots this from the middle. It's in! A big three-pointer by Borgi Torre. Now has 7 points, increasing the lead here to 7 after that buzzer beater of a 3. Bridgestone with a 7-point lead, 29-22. Second quarter action will begin when we return. Second quarter, sizzling start for both squads, but Borgi Torre and Bridgestone up by 7 here in Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. Live here inside CSA Gym in Makati. This is Baron Mercado reporting for duty, and that first quarter, it was wild. Tash Meyerhofer for Sunette starts off the contest with 8 straight points. Raj Tonko has yet to make a field goal. Here's Tash Meyerhofer. First miss of the contest. Meanwhile, Borgi Torre and company, Mark Tagle, waxed hot in that opening quarter. Let's see if that will continue as we go along this contest. Reyes for 3 in the corner. Martin couldn't make it. Tagle will give them yet another opportunity. Has 7 points is Mark. Tagle attacks in the middle. Kisses it off the glass. 9 points for Tagle. 9 points for him. 9-point lead made by Bridgestone. Again, both teams looking for consistency. Tonko couldn't hit that 3. But they need to be careful. He can be cold in the couple of quarters and find the range as Casares completes that one. Plus the basket. Again, your week 4 player of the week, Ethan Casares, gets that rebound, that putback plus the contact. As he looks to push their lead to 12, successful on his attempt. 3 by Arenas. Had a good line. Couldn't make it on that game against Flashback Racing. Sunette Towers scoring 35 points in that opening quarter, displaying hot shooting. Speaking of hot shooting, that's Reyes. Still couldn't make his second free throw. Rebound secured here. Here comes Sunette. Tonko in the middle. Now attacks using the floater, I should say. Couldn't make it. Reyes gives it to Vlad. Back to Martin. They set things up. They swing it. Reyes has the ball with 12 seconds to go. Jumper for Reyes. A bit on a struggle is Martin. On the run. Arenas and Tonko was there. No one ready to catch it. Bit of a struggle so far is Sunette Tower. Meanwhile, Bridgestone also hasn't hit a couple of their jumpers, but Ethan Casares able to clean up the mess, and Tagle knocks down a big shot. That prompts a timeout on the side of Sunette Tower. Mark Tagle with 12 points in this contest, pushing the lead to 15. 37-22. We'll be right back.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel.
$7:29 remaining after that Mark Tagle 3. Lead is up to 15 and we thank our sponsors Swish App, La Germania, Bridgestone, Grape Hair Studios, ECX and Passion Events. That's the first 2 points for one Raj Tonko here in this contest. 3 points for Raj. Again, played well in that game against Flashback Racing. 29 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Ethan Casares, big man, cannot be stopped that time. Displaying his range, fading away. Quick shot, Tash, too strong by Marhofer. Reyes secures that rebound. Martin on the left side, shoots over Arenas, and it's no problem for Martin Michael Red Reyes. Arenas with an answer, and he flips one in. Not to be outdone was Francis Arenas on that last play. Reyes one more time for 3. Kaboom! 9 points for Martin Reyes. He has shot the ball well here in the second quarter, though a sloppy start, but has found the range. Arenas to get it back. Why not? This squads, these players has now activated fire mode. Both of them making those threes. Reyes again for a heat check. 4-point play. What a shot by Martin Reyes. I am speechless. Even Justin Almeida, who's watching here, reacting on that last play. Martin Reyes on a clinic here in the second quarter, completes a rare 4-point play. 13 points, I believe, for Martin Reyes. Tonko and company, they need some big baskets. A 3, it's good! We are on a shootout here as Lavesh knocks down the 3. Quality Games Basketball League, true to their name. Reyes with a hit check moment. Last touch will go to Lavesh. Ethan able to fight it off. 49-32. Reyes again! Martin Reyes with 16 big points. On the drive, Casares says no. Tough day in the office for the guards here. For Sunette Tower. Couldn't get those easy baskets to go. Amrito was rejected. Casares with a block. They're just feeding Martin Reyes here. And he has shown his range. Dead shot from the outside. Tash Meyerhofer hasn't scored yet here in the second quarter. Had 8 quick points. 52-32. Tonko in the corner. Heavily guarded. Here's Tash. Sends it out. Swing, swing. Fakes that 3. Shoots it. Missing on the opportunity. Hot hand in the second quarter is Reyes. Ball is lost on the run. Can they finish? Denden hands it off. Meyerhofer with a finish. Denden Sekitin with a pass to Meyerhofer. Cutting the lead here to 18 points. Referees will blow their whistle. I believe an offensive foul will be called here on Ethan Casares. 52-34 with 4:25 remaining. Tarun Karamchandani can hit those outside shots as well as Tonko. Here they go. Karamchandani, one dribble, pull up. A miss for 3. Casares with a tap. Torre gets that rebound, hit that buzzer beater in the opening quarter. Borgi, nowhere to go, passes it to Martin. Reyes almost losing his dribble, turns around, tough shot. All air, Tonko on the run. Raj cannot receive it. Pass was a bit too strong. Good intentions by Tash Meyerhofer, but Raj Tonko a bit too far for that pass. 52-34 is the score. Vlad Singh joins the three-point barrage here in the second quarter. What shooting display made here by Bridgestone. Sunette Tower given a dose of their own medicine. Here's Tash, sends it to Denden. Sekitin, one-hander, it's in. Denden Sekitin has hit a couple of baskets in his name. Torre will once again facilitate here using that curl. Reyes cannot be stopped. 19 points in my count for one Martin Reyes. Denden Sekitin piling on some points. Love that play. Tarun Karamchandani now sticking to Martin Reyes. Torre, they will swing it to Vlad. It will be hard for them to answer, but look at that. Kobe gets that sneaky rebound and that putback to go with it. 60-38. Now a big of a lead, 22 to be exact here for Bridgestone. Tash Meyerhofer shoots the three. A 19-point lead, 11 or make it 13 points for Tash Meyerhofer in this contest as Reyes couldn't continue his hot shooting, has 19 points in the contest, 16 here in the second quarter. At least on my count, we can check the Swish app for a much updated stat. Martin Reyes, yeah, he has 19. My math is correct. He has 18 points, all of his points coming from all of his field goals coming from the three-point area, plus 1 on that 4-point play bonus. Karamchandani passes it to Tash. Tonko over Torre. It's good! Raj Tonko scores that 3. Now has 6 points in the contest. Vlad Singh with 9 points. They give the ball outside. Torre, what a find to Ethan Casares. And that's what I love about Borgi Torres' play. Very, very unselfish. Feeling is big for his 11th point of the contest as Tash gets that roll. Meyerhofer with 13 or at least 13 points in this contest. Pass a bit too far. Chance to run. Tash Meyerhofer in a 3-on-1 break takes off. Back-to-back mix for Tash Meyerhofer. Kobe gives it to Ethan. Casares is just too big. 64-48 is the score. Tash Meyerhofer coming back to life here in this second quarter, but his team is down by 16 points. Baseline, shot is good. Tash Meyerhofer has hit his last 6 points. Now starting to be alive in this quarter. 64-50 as we are in the end of the second quarter. Reyes is being heavily guarded. Ethan Casares makes that shot. Tonko with 7 seconds remaining. Raj on the push. Goes for that shot. It's in! Top shot by Raj Tonko. Kobe-esque on that last play. And we end our halftime 66-52. A 14-point lead for Bridgestone. We are at halftime. second half begins here in Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. CSA Makati is the place to be here on a cold Thursday night, but hot shooting and hot action inside the gym. This is Baron Mercado covering the action. That is Martin Reyes with his first 2 points here in the second half, and all this game he has 21 points, 6 3-pointers for his name. As we go to the first half of we go to the second half of action, let's go back to the first half and remind everyone what happened in that first half, in that first quarter. It was really a good game, a good shootout between these two teams. Martin Reyes, he cannot be stopped. That's his 7th 3-pointer of the contest. That Martin Reyes damage occurred in the second quarter. Meanwhile, in the first, Tash Meyerhofer starred, scoring 8 straight points. Meanwhile, Borgi Torre, Mark Tagle for Bridgestone, they were the ones who kept their ball rolling. Ethan Casares had his moments. Here comes Tonko, who scored earlier on in the second quarter. 2 points made by Denden Sekitin. 16-point lead, 8:30 remaining here in the second half. Reyes thought about that shot, just couldn't handle. Tonkov to Arenas. Francis drops the ball and one. What a pass by Raj Tonko, finding Francis Arenas. On that last game against Flashbacks Racing, Arenas with 16 points, made 4 3-pointers in the first quarter and hitting a big shot in the fourth. Let's see if that will continue or that will carry on here in the second half as he completes the 3-point play. 70-57 is the score. A Baker's Dozens lead for Bridgestone, guys wearing black. Torre has been amazing facilitating for his squad. Here is Tagle, corner shot, bit too short. Arenas has the ball, stolen by Reyes. Easiest 3 of the game. Couldn't make that one. That is as good as it can get for Martin Reyes, who has 24 points. Arenas couldn't answer with a 3. Reyes with a rebound. Borgi with 7 points in the contest, has a couple of assists here and there for his squad. Torre finds Reyes in the corner, sniping 1 for 3. That won't go. Meyerhofer on the push. Tash with a cross. 1-2 step. Meyerhofer goes down. No whistle by our referees. Here's Kobe looking to give it to Ethan. Back to Reyes. All alone for 3. Kaboom! 27 points for Martin Reyes. 8 3-point bombs connected by Martin all game long. What a performance by Reyes. Fakes that 3. Denden answers back with a 3 of his own. This shootout continues here inside Coleo San Agustin Gym in Makati. Still a 13-point lead, a Baker's Dozens lead for Bridgestone. Tagle hasn't scored yet. Bounce it out to Kobe. Gives it to Reyes all alone. Why not? Martin Reyes with 30 points in this contest as Raj Tonko answers back with a 3. If you can do it, I can do it too. Reyes all alone for his squad, shooting those 3s. Here's Borgi, missing that shot, that floater. Passes it to Martin, stepping through the right side. What a shooting display by Martin Reyes. He is like a man possessed. Talk about turning the hands of time when your prime is still in the present. Martin Reyes has been phenomenal. Here he is once again receiving that ball. Torre with a rebound. Tagle 4-2. I want to see the official tally of Martin Reyes in this contest. In my count, he has at least 33 pointers. 30 points, I should say, at least 9 3-pointers. Ethan Casares will be fouled here as he is down for the count. (84-63) in this hot shooting third quarter, clearly won by Bridgestone. 84-63 as we approach the final 5. Still down is Ethan Casares. Let's see what will happen when we return.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop, for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada.
Ethan Casares seems to be okay as he goes to the free throw line, though he missed his first trip. Here's the official stat of Martin Reyes. He has 32 points. He is 9 of 18 from the outside. 8 rebounds to go with it. Torre with a triple-double watch. 7 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists already for Borgi Torre. I don't know if he knows this, but he has a chance to have a triple-double today. Here he is against 2 defenders. Referees will call an offensive foul. Got hurt on that sandwich. Torre called for that offensive foul. Again, he has 7 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. 3 more points, he will have a triple-double as Tonko with a miss. They get an offensive rebound. Last touch for Tash Meyerhofer. Kobe just in the right position for that last one, forcing Tash to have little space to continue the play. Borgi, they give it in the posts. Ethan Casares will be pushed down low as he will earn his 2 points at the line. Ethan couldn't complete his trip. 85-63 is the score. Ethan Casares with 16 points and 8 rebounds in this contest. Calibro hasn't scored in this ball game. Here's Tash Meyerhofer breaking the defense. A bit too strong for Tash. Has 19 in the contest. They look to swing the rock. Torre needs 3 more points to have a triple-double, already having a double-double performance. Now a run. Here's Lawrence. Calibro went behind his back. Couldn't find the mark as Torre brings the ball down. Gives it to Ethan. Anticipated by Tonko. Here's Raj with 3 minutes 25 remaining. Gives it to Tash Meyerhofer. And there is a whistle called by our official. Tash Meyerhofer will be at the line. Borgi Torre asking for a challenge as Tash Meyerhofer was preparing to shoot that free throw. Again, we have a challenge rule in this contest. Ethan Casares thought it was an offensive foul, as well as Borgi Torre, but again, they will take a look at it. I believe it is not successful, as they are lining up at the free throw area, and you can only use one challenge, I believe, in this game. And if you're successful, you can carry over your challenge, as Tash Meyerhofer will be at the line. He has 19 points in this contest. Misfires for his first free throw. Kobe, happy with his performance today, has able to sneak in a couple of points. Kobe de los Santos looking on, 321. Tash with 20 points in the ball game. 3:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Again, it was a shootout, began with a Martin Reyes. This time his team is playing without him, and no problem. Vlad Singh lasers that three in. 89-64. Lead as balloon to 25. Calibro with that floater off that fake. Couldn't secure that basket. 11 assists for Borgi Torres. Needing 3 more points for a triple-double. One more time for Vlad. It's good! Martin Reyes out. Vlad Singh in. No problem. That's back-to-back 3-pointers for him. Tash sends it out. Calibro shoots this 3. It's good! They need a lot of that here in the remainder of the contest. 92-67 is the score. Third 3. Hit check time for Vlad Singh. Meyerhofer with 20 points, guarded by De Los Santos. Tash bouncing off. Calibro will score his 5th straight. Lawrence with 5 quick points here. 23-point lead as we are into the final 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Casares, they send it. Vlad in the middle this time. Hits all board. Could have been a big basket for him. Calibro using his speed, his quickness. Waits for his teammates is Amarito. Tonko snipes one for 3. Now slowly but surely they are cutting the lead down to a much more respectable margin as we are going to prepare to enter the fourth quarter. Here's Borgi. Gives it to Vlad in the middle. Casares was pushed. And there is a foul call. (92-72) is our score. 20-point lead for Bridgestone. Again, 2 squads wanting to find that consistency in this tournament. Again, this is only round number 1. And you will never know when you will have a chance to explode here, but you need to rack up some wins. And speaking of explosions, 9 of 19 for Martin Reyes from the outside. Tash Meyerhofer with 20. Gives it to Lavesh for 3. Couldn't detonate that 3-point bomb. Final 50 seconds in this third quarter. Vlad will give it inside. Shoots this one off and scores. That was a tough basket. Good ball movement on the side of Bridgestone. I believe that's Jet Tan scoring his first 2 points of the contest. Borgi Torre with 19 seconds to work with. Kobe de los Santos back to Torre. Reyes with 9 3-pointers. Vlad, they will turn the ball away. Tonko on the run against Kobe. Easy as 2 points for Raj Tonko. 7 seconds remaining. Borgi on the push. They give it in the corner. Attacks. Floater won't drop for Vlad Singh. And fourth quarter is upon us here. 94-74, a 20-point advantage for Bridgestone. Let's see what will happen in the fourth when we return. Fourth quarter action begins here in Quality Games Basketball League, La Germania Cup, the 5th conference. Still here in Colegio San Agustin in Makati for the final time today. Baron Mercado covering the action, and if I can describe what happened in that third quarter, I can just say one name, and that really encapsulates the action in that third. Martin Reyes, 32 points, 9 of 19 from the 3-point area. Mark Tagle, though, had a solid performance as well, has at least 16 points in his name. This time couldn't make his free throws, only down by 20. A lot of things can happen. Tashmeyer Hofer leading the way with 20 and a push during that drive by Tash. Still a lot of time for Sunette Towers to make a run and make some baskets here. Meyerhofer asking for this Lavesh pick, gives it to Denden. Sekitin fakes, inches closer, bit off. So the theme here in this contest is consistency, and so far the more consistent team are the players here wearing black. Bridgestone has been the more aggressive team. They are the more relentless team. They shot the ball well. They really had some good looks. They have controlled the pace, controlled the rebounds, played good defense as well. Tagle this time subs in for Torre, who is at least 3 points away from a triple-double, but Ethan Casares bulldozes his way in, adds 2 more points to his total, has at least 18 is Ethan. Lavesh gives it to Karam Chandani in the corner, a sniper for Sunette Tower, but they couldn't complete that last one. 8:34 remaining in this final quarter. Again, the winner will jump up to 3-2. The loser will drop to 2-3. As these two squads are tied in this standings. Torre has come in 7 points, 10 rebounds, has at least 11 assists. Here's Borgi. Door was shut, gives it to Ethan. Fading away, a bit too short. Good defense by Lavesh. On the run, here's Raj Tonko. He has been a missing link here for Sunette. A miss by Tashmeyer Hofer. And the ball will go back to Bridgestone. Tonko scored 29, 9, and 9 in that last win. Right now, I believe he has at least in the 12-point margin. So that's 17 points at least missing for this squad, as Raj Tonko has had an off-shooting night And this is not an off-shooting night. 10 3-pointers for Martin Reyes. 35 big points. Well, I don't know what the record is for the number of threes, but Martin Reyes is starting to knock down the record books as he gets that rebound. That's his 9th rebound of the contest. Kobe De Los Santos hands it off. Reyes! He will just continue to chuck down those threes. But he has been shooting on a very, very high clip. 10 of 21 with 35 points is Martin Reyes. Now he is being hounded by Tash Meyerhofer. Tagle will lose the possession, but last touch will be the guys from Sunette. 99-74. Martin Reyes has, at least in my memory, has at least 2 to 3 games where he hit 8 or more threes. That's how lethal Martin Reyes still is in this contest. As I believe we will have a challenge inside as both teams are back to their camps with 6:52 remaining. 99-74. We will wait for the official decision, and there is indeed a challenge made here. Kuya Vince called upon in the scorer's table. Again, Sir Jeron, the commissioner of this league, checking in, and upon replay, upon challenge, it's Bridgestone basketball. So initially it was on the side of Sunette, but because of the challenge, it's Bridgestone basketball. A chance here for them to build upon this 25-point lead with Martin Reyes. 35 points and all, inbounding the basketball. Ethan Casares and Martin Reyes making that quick knockout play. Casares has at least 22 points in my count. Falling down was Tash Meyerhofer. Tonko, bit on a struggle, gives it to Tash on the right side. This time draws the foul, and he will shoot 2 free throws as he was held down by Mark Tagle. Game slowly winding down here with the 6:30 remaining as Tash, nothing but net on the opening. Meyerhofer with 21, make it 22 for Tash Meyerhofer. Raj Tonko with 16 points and scored 29, but again isn't enough yet as Torre finds Tagle here on the left, gives it to Borgi, fakes that 3, bumps, waits. Here's Reyes for his 11th 3. Falling down, no problem. Now on the run, Tash sends it in the corner. Denden Sekitin, too short, gets his own rebound, and Denden puts it in. 14 points for Denden Sekitin. Lead is up to 23. 101 points already on the side of Bridgestone. Tagle couldn't connect for 3. Lavesh secures that rebound. Tonko. Pass was anticipated by Torre. Here's Borgi. Gives it to Tagle. Waits for Borgi. A shot. Casares with a putback. 23 points for Ethan Casares and at least 11 rebounds. Yet another double-double for Week 4's Player of the Week. Arenas for 3. It's in. Approaching the final 5 here in the fourth quarter. If Bridgestone holds on for this one, they will have their first winning streak of the season, winning 3 games and back-to-back games. Meanwhile, a lot of time for Sunette to make a comeback, but they need to make a stop as Torre couldn't hit his triple-double yet. Off the spin, door was shut, but it's no problem for Tash Meyerhofer. Meyerhofer with at least 24 points on my count. Torre will give it in the middle. De Los Santos spots up, calls his own number. That is all air. Bridgestone, again, led by Martin Reyes, Ethan Casares with 23 points, Mark Tagle with 17. He hasn't scored yet, but at least he has that, or he is in his average in the last 2 games. Vlad Singh, usually a streaky shooter, only have 15 points. But again, that goes to show how deep this Bridgestone squad is. A lot of players that can score for them. A mystery by Arenas. Torre holds on for the ball with for the 3 minutes 50 remaining. They give it to Martin. Reyes with 35, losing the ball, guarded by Tash. Referees will call a foul on the last play. Casares was pushed out of his position. Another inbound play. They couldn't make it this time. Arenas on the run. Francis to Tonko. 19 for Raj. Sees the clock, sees the time, and the lead here only down by 17 with 3:18 remaining. Can they need to continue making those stops and to make those baskets, and a dribbling violation for Borghi Torre. So they get the stop that they need. They need to make sure they hit this one and complete the play. Tash to Lavesh for 3. It's good! Lead is down to 14 after that big 3 by Tonko and Lavesh. 3:02 remaining. Timeout is called by Bridgestone.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner.
As much as at least 25 to 27. Here comes Sunette. Is this the run that they have been waiting for and been looking for? A chance for them to steal this game. But Vlad Singh and company couldn't make it on the push. Here is Tash Meyerhofer attacking. Good defense by Torre. Ball will go back to Bridgestone. Torre anticipated that bump by Tash Meyerhofer, and he made that swipe. Now he guards Martin Reyes here full court as Martin receives that ball, turns the ball away. Ball will remain or will go back or swing to Sunette Tower. 180 seconds remaining here in this ball game. Can we see one last run? Here's Tonko with 19. Has hit a 3 on his name. Shoots again. This time it's off. Rebound secured by Casares. Has at least 12 rebounds. Go along with 22 points. Pass was too tight. Recovered by Meyerhofer. Here is Tonko on the drive. Raj will clean it up. Only down by 12. 4-possession ball game. Last 2 minutes here in the final game of today. Borgi, Torre, and company needs to hold on for this one. A big shot and a stop can end it as Martin has gone cold after heating up in the third. A 3-on-1 break. Raj for 3. Kaboom! 9-point lead. A 3-possession ball game. This is still possible if you are Sunette Tower. Casares holds the ball here. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Reyes to answer back. That is off. Then with a rebound. Tonko with 22 points. Here's Raj on the break. That shot hit the bottom of the backboard. Could have been a big moment for them. Vlad gives it to Torre. Approaching the final minute. Singh will be pushed. (103-94). Final 60 seconds remaining. Vlad, Singh, and company again looking for the killer. Reyes with 35. Door was shut. Tight pass to Casares. Torre for 3. No! Arenas was tripped. Here comes Tonko. Has the ball here. Gives it to Denden for the attack. Sekitin couldn't complete the end one with 38.1 seconds remaining. That could have been a big basket to cut the lead here to 6. But then Sekitin will have a chance to score here and to cut the lead. I believe he has at least 12-14 points already. Then no problem on the first. One foul to give for Sunette Tower. 2 more foul to give on the side here for Bridgestone. 103-96, a 7-point lead, 38 seconds remaining. This will be an exhilarating finish. Let's see what will happen when we return.
This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop for the modern gentleman. Experience life through travel with Giron Travel. Fuel up with Casa Empanada. Train elite with ECX Elite Athletics. Track the game live on Swish app, our official stats partner. Powered by Bridgestone, La Germania, our league official partner. This timeout is brought to you by Quencha, our official drinkware partner. Stay sharp with Modern Fox Barbershop for the modern gentleman.
.1 seconds remaining, a 2-possession ball game. 96-103. Torre hounded by the defense. A quick stop should be needed here for Sunette. Arenas will not turn the ball away, but Tagle will be stepping out of bounds. 25.6 seconds remaining. This is still possible for an overtime and for a golden basket. Arenas and company, they badly need a basket here. Final 24 remaining. Francis taking too much time. Tonko uses the screen. Raj for 3. It's in! What a fourth quarter for Raj Tonko. He has at least 28 points in my count. Need to hurry though. Down by 4. Casares has the ball against Lavesh. Ethan will be hacked. But what a game by Raj Tonko here in the fourth quarter. He has showed up, hit some tough shots. And now will be tested. Ethan Casares, again, week number 4, player of the week. Free throw line hasn't been kind to him all game long. No problem. One more time for Ethan. Makes the second. Down by 6 with 6 seconds remaining. They really need to hit a 3-pointer on this one. 105-99. Again, still doable. Two-possession ball game. If you are Bridgestone, Martin Reyes and company, you need to play some honest defense. No need to foul. But again, that is an option. They have 3 team fouls here. So they can use that foul to stop a play here and melt some time. But if you are Sunette, a 3-pointer is a good option here. Meyerhofer is guarded by Martin Reyes. Raj Tonko is guarded by Kobe De Los Santos. Here's Raj on the turn, shoots the 3. That is off, and that is the ball game. That is some intense ball game, and that will put Bridgestone to their second win in a row, their 3rd win overall. And they hand Sunette Tower their 3rd loss of the season with a score of 105-99. For all the men and women behind Quality Games Basketball League, for us here in the production, for the officials, for the players here, we'd like to thank everyone. Again, shout out to Sir Jeron for making this tournament. Baron Mercado saying thank you and see you in week 6 for Quality Games Basketball League La Germania Cup, the 5th conference.